Hello everyone, it's Josh, J Vintage Minis in Orlando. We're going to just do some chrome cleaning in this video. I got some products, different products that we'll use and see how they work on different parts of the bike as far as, you know, some of these parts are a little rougher than others. This exhaust pipe has some rust, so I'm going to probably use a little more aggressive product on that area and see how much we can get that back to a more acceptable condition. You got your chrome fenders on the bike, the tail light area, just some stuff that you want to go over and keep clean. I got my engine guard too that we'll polish up. So a couple of the products that I'll be using is a Dremel-like tool. I got some brass wire brushes that work in the Dremel collet. I got steel wool 0000 fine, and there's a product that I had read a lot of reviews on, and I've used this before. This Quick-Glo comes in two different options. It's for chrome cleaning. What does this one say? This one is called, I'm trying to see where it says, oh, for heavy use. Okay, so this is going to be the heavier version for more corroded chrome or rusted chrome, and then they have a light use version. So we'll go and use those and kind of see how those work. That's more of a hand polish product, and then this is, you know, obviously machining, more of a machine process here. So let's get at it, and we'll kind of look at the results that I'm getting from each one of these products. So we're going to work on the exhaust first, the exhaust pipe, and get this cleaned up as good as possible. But just to make sure, you take the extra step, just remove your shroud. I mean, if you're looking at remove your shroud, and that way you can get access to the pipe that's visible, because you got all these slits in the heat shield. So might as well take that off and spend the extra few minutes to get down into here and get this polished out. While you're over here, it's a good time to inspect this area. This is where you have one of your connecting pieces for your part of the shroud, and then there's a heat wrap here. This is kind of rusted and kind of icky here, but it's good to look behind here because a lot of pipes will rust out. So just check if you have a crack in this area and do a proper repair if you can. So just out of fun, let's jump into one of the worst areas on this pipe, and I'm going to use the Dremel. I'll start with the brass wheel on my Dremel. So we'll attack this corrosion and see how much we can get it back to a reasonable surface again. So these actually don't last very long, but so I got a whole pack of them. Wear eyeglasses because these bristles are flying everywhere. Protective eyeglasses. But you can see it's doing a good job knocking down that top layer of corrosion. There's some pitting in there. I'll get a closer look, but it looks a lot better right off the bat. So we'll just do a quick video of what's on the pipe, kind of so you can see. This is where I just did, and then I'm gonna go around and just get all this stuff polished up real quick with the brass wheel, and I'll just show you the difference that you get. So let me do that, and then we'll get back to the after video. Alright, so we're about 10 minutes into the process of this pipe. I've got knocked off all I'm gonna be able to get with the brass wheel. There's like this area on the shield, that's just corrosion, and there's no repairs for that, but overall I was able to knock off a lot of that surface rust. I think what I'm going to do, there's no more need for abrasive wheels or anything at this point. Chrome's going to be as cleaned up as it's possibly going to get, so we'll move on to the polishing. I'll use some of this and maybe a combination of the heavier use one, but I'm going to try and get some shine back on this after the wheel did its job. So I'm going to use the heavy version of this Quick-Glo, and we'll just see what can be done at this area. See if it can get a little better shine. This is just a hand polish. Again, you'll never be able to recover those pock areas on the chrome. Definitely a better shine coming through on the good surface. I'm really not even putting much pressure into this. So this product is kind of doing its own work. I'm just rubbing it gently. Hopefully the camera's picking up the difference, because it's definitely a lot shinier than what was over here on this pipe. You can see the dull finish, and then this area is looking a lot better. So I'll do the rest of the pipe and then I'll show you the results. So after a little bit of using the Quick-Glo, you can see all the extra rust it pulled off on the towels. So everything looks pretty good. I'm going to get this installed on the bike, and then I'll work on the other parts, get those polished up, the fenders and my engine guard that's hiding under the blanket here. So we're looking at the front chrome fender. There's some, like, throughout the entire fender, there's specks of rust. So I'm just going to tape it off and just do a comparison. I'll use on the left side, I'll do the brass wheel and then come back with the polish that I was showing you, and then I'll just use the polish by itself, and I'll see if there's a difference or if they both finish out basically the same way. Okay, and this is the again, the heavy use polish that I'm going to use. And then I'm just going to use the polish on this side. Grab another clean towel. Yeah, I'd say they're equal. I guess the brass, the wire wheel is really effective at knocking off the surface rust. This is more of little pock marks throughout this fender that are never gonna recover. But for this instance, on something of this condition, I would say just go ahead and use the Quick-Glo, and you'll get good results. It definitely is shinier for sure. So it's a good product so far. So I got everything polished with the Quick-Glo as my final step to get the shine back. Only thing noteworthy on this product is I'm very happy with it, first of all. But the only thing that I would say is a quirk of it of some sort is it does leave like a residue. So it takes a lot of kind of clean rags to get that shine without having a little bit of the residue left on the chrome. So it took me a little while to kind of keep going over stuff and getting it back down to the best shine I could get. I would say like I used to detail boats and cars, since that stuff is probably very similar to a compound and polish, and you know, with leaving some of the residue product behind. Alcohol, just get some rubbing alcohol, and once you get your polish on your chrome with this product, just put a little alcohol on a rag, and you can go back over your chrome stuff that you polished, and that's going to just help remove any of that film. And alcohol dries real quick, so it's not going to leave any kind of substance on the metal itself. It's just going to be able to help you get it cleaned up a little quicker. I think maybe if I just went straight to alcohol on this stuff after I polished it, it would have removed the residue really quickly. So we'll get one final look at everything. And this stuff was in pretty bad shape. Super happy, you know, how it turned out with the chrome. So again, wire wheel. Use a wire wheel with a brass wheel for any kind of buildup of rust. And I think you'll be okay if you were to just use this on something that has like little rust marks on the chrome, pock marks. This will remove some rust off the surface. It does a pretty decent job in taking off minimal rust and doing a good polish, final polish effect to the chrome. But I think in a combination, brass wheel and this will be very effective for your bikes. Again, you're never going to get a lot of, you know, these damaged parts. Obviously this chrome is gone here. And then on the fenders, if you can catch it, I don't know if it's visible anymore or on this camera here, but there's tons of little dots. Those are all just pock marks where the chrome is eaten down into, so you'll never get that. But as far as like a mere shine, it looks good. I mean, it definitely looks good from 10 feet away for sure. So alright guys, subscribe, and appreciate you watching my videos. Have a good day.